Lan Qiren pointed at him, his finger trembling. Just then, the sound of footsteps echoed through the hall. Ni Huaisong rushed in like a startled chicken. Upon seeing his treasured erotic scrolls piled on the ground like garbage, his heart nearly stopped. His eyes blurred, his legs buckled, and he knelt directly beside Wei Wuxian. Lan Qiren was puzzled. "Huaisong, what are you doing here?" Nie Huaisong, unable to admit those were his own items, wiped a sleeve of sweat and quietly stood aside, stammering. "I heard Brother Wei had been punished, so out of concern I came to take a look." "Please, Mr. Lan, calm your anger. Calm your anger. Especially don't take out your frustration on these confiscated items. They are innocent." Lan Qiren gave him a suspicious glance. Nie Huaisong forced a smile and quickly shut up. "Wei Ying, you have been talking nonsense. It is probably how you always fool the elders daily, but these things are undeniable evidence. No one is falsely accusing you. I want to see how you can deny it." Furious but calmer, Lan Qiren realized that getting mad at Wei Wuxian was useless. This wasn't Cloud Recesses, a place where good-natured, innocent kids would meekly kneel because of his anger. Without needing more words, with just a glance, these kids lined up themselves to go to the ancestral hall to receive the punishment. But in Lotus Pier, where Wei Wuxian grew up and messed around, he said one word and this brat would contradict him 10 times. The elder's authority couldn't suppress him at all. If careless, he might even cause a bigger mess, undermining himself. Zhang Fengmian's expression showed helplessness. It was normal for hot-blooded youths to privately watch these things. Turning a blind eye was common. Lotus Pier never made an issue of it. But even though these were trivial matters on the surface, they were delicate and difficult to discuss openly. With Lan Qiren clinging to this weakness, Zhang Fengmian, though willing to help, found it hard. Nie Huaisong looked at Wei Wuxian pitifully, his face full of wrinkles like a bitter melon, mumbling softly, "Brother Wei, don't get excited. Think it over carefully before speaking. Don't offend old man Lan again. Be careful, or it could mean life and death. The punishment is minor, but these treasures must not be confiscated or destroyed. Think of a way to protect them. Protect them first." Wei Wuxian exhaled, lowered his gaze, and respectfully bowed on the ground, then carefully said, "Uncle Zhang, I have something to say." Zhang Fengmian straightened his clothes, getting ready. "All right, speak." Lan Qiren's eyes twitched slightly, following Wei Wuxian's every move to see what else he wanted to say. But Wei Wuxian hesitated, and then deliberately said, I watch the erotic scrolls as pre-learning." Lan Qiren angrily exclaimed, "Absurd! What kind of learning?" Wei Wuxian raised an eyebrow. "The art in the bed. Didn't Uncle Jiang arrange a matchmaking event for me? If nothing unexpected happens, I will soon have my beauty bride. After the wedding, at the night, if I don't know how to behave properly, how can I perform the proper rituals? How to continue the family line and bear descendants? So, this lesson must be carefully and seriously studied beforehand, without any carelessness." Counting down a few months' time, I painstakingly found several big manuals, studying them intently every night just to fulfill my husbandly duties perfectly at that moment. Otherwise, if I don't prepare and offended my newlywed bride, how will Mr. Lan compensate for that? Saying this, his eyes glanced past Lan Qiren and landed on Lan Moyun, winking at her. "Miss Moyun, isn't that right?" 2 big, blushing spots appeared on Lan Moyun's icy cheeks, her fingers twining nervously in her sleeves, her voice faint as a mosquito's. Why do you ask me?" Lan Wangji's face darkened severely. Seeing Lan Moyun's reaction, he was slightly stunned, then turned to Wei Wuxian. "Wei Ying, watch your words." Wei Wuxian stuck out his tongue. "Watch my words? I'm being very careful. What I said just now, was there anything unreasonable? Second young Master Lan, I ask you, if everyone were as upright as you, knowing nothing about the arts in the bed, wouldn't the wedding night have them not dare even touch the bride's fingers? After marriage, living a dull, passionless life, going to bed fully clothed every night." He spoke with full confidence, getting more and more worked up. Suddenly, a crash that something fell on the ground was heard on the other side. "Mr. Lan, are you all right? Uncle?" A crowd quickly surrounded a pale-faced, gasping Lan Qiren. Some fetched chairs, some rubbed his chest, some gave him tea. Zhang Fengmian hurried over to check, casting a stern glance at Wei Wuxian who, Alongside Ni Huaisong, frantically and hastily protected the erotic scrolls scattered on the ground amidst the chaos. Wei Wuxian nervously glanced at Zhang Fengmian. "Uncle Zhang, what about my study tools?" Zhang Fengmian was momentarily speechless, then grumbled, take them yourself." Wei Wuxian's reckless behavior, unsurprisingly, did not escape the fate of kneeling in the ancestral hall as punishment, charged with careless speech that caused esteemed guests angry and fainted. At night, a figure lay prone over a small writing desk, soft cushions tucked under each knee, occasionally stiffly shifting. A pair of black eyes gleamed mischievously, and a pen danced fluidly across fine white rice paper, tireless in writing. The figure let out an even more mischievous laugh. "Old man, calling me a den of filth, huh? Let's see how your precious disciple stays pure and flawless now." The room's candlelight burned through the night. The next day, in the rear garden, inside a high pavilion on an artificial hill, Nie Huaisong hid himself behind an exquisite, meticulous painting, eyes wide with astonishment. "Brother Wei, this is truly brilliant, lifelike, master level, a work of genius." Wei Wuxian spread his arms wide, leaning casually and comfortably against a red, lacquered beauty's pillow, dusting off invisible dust from his clothes. A slight smirk curled his lips as he chuckled softly. "Once Wei Wuxian takes brush, naturally it's at this level." Zhongcheng held another painting similar in style, obviously by the same hand. He frowned sharply, without Nie Huaisong's admiration, questioning, "Are you planning to show this to Lan Wangji?" Wei Wuxian's large dark circles in his eyes revealed a sly and hidden grin. "Nope. I keep it for my own collection and viewing." Zhangcheng twitched at the corner of his eye. Nie Huaisong burst out laughing. "Brother Wei, what are you doing?" Wei Wuxian kindly finished for him. "Old man Lan is that treasured Lan Wangji, right? I want to defile him, making his pure, flawless, precious disciple inspire my impure thoughts every night." He had spent all night selecting 3 exquisite pieces from a collection of erotic classics, personally copying them onto paper, replacing all main male characters' heads with Lan Wangji's. The strokes were natural, exquisitely clever, with no obvious traces of tampering. Zhangcheng looked disgusted. "Your bad taste is really something. I wouldn't want to see Lan Wangji's erotic paintings." Wei Wuxian said, "Why do you care about my taste? This is just treating him the way he treats others. I don't understand. Eating and lust are human nature. What's wrong with these erotic pictures? Does it make the person dirty? Yet he insists on punishing me. He doesn't like to watch, so no one else can either. How tyrannical can you get? I won't allow it. I want to watch them day and night, especially the erotic images of his precious disciple. But you know, a man like Lan Zhan, one of the top handsome men in the cultivation world, looks especially pleasing in erotic paintings. The colder and purer he is in daily life, the more stunningly elegant and uniquely charming he appears in these erotic portraits." Just then, a moderate breeze blew obliquely, rustling the paintings in their hands, making a flapping noise. Wei Wuxian squinted in the wind. Suddenly, a golden object seemingly out of nowhere shot into his arms, sharp points tearing through his clothes with a ripping sound, followed by chaotic screams as the scene grew out of control. "Ah, what is that thing? A fox! It's a fox. Where did a fox come from in Lotus Pier?" A girl's voice came from beneath the treetops. Yuan, where are you running off to?" The girl climbed up the artificial hill, spotting a group of boys, flustered and tangled together, seemingly trying to shield several paintings behind them. One boy in black smiled at her. "Miss, was that fox just now yours? Its claws are too sharp. You should trim its nails." The boy pressed a hand against his chest, still shaken. The girl was alarmed. "Young Master Wei, did Yuan scratch you?" I'm sorry, but Yuan isn't mine. It's my lady's pet. I'll catch it and have my lady properly discipline it right away." Wei Wuxian smiled. "No worries. The fox your lady keeps has such beautiful fur, a rare creature. Please don't hurt it over this. May I know your name? I have come to seek some medicine for my scratch." Behind them, a youth in purple complained, "Wei Wuxian, at a time like this you're still flirting? Hurry up and pack these things. Hey, one just blew away." Wei Wuxian turned sharply. angry. Then go chase it. What are you standing there for? He then turned back to the girl. Miss, I didn't catch your name. The girl lowered her head, quietly blushing, when a voice called from afar. Mian, where are you? Did you catch Yuan? Startled, the girl hastily said, My lady is here. Young Master Wei, I have to find the fox. Goodbye. The graceful girl disappeared into the flowers. Wei Wuxian murmured softly, So the name is Mian. No wonder. Her voice is soft, and she fit the name perfectly. I wonder which household's maid is so pretty.